everyone, my name is Miranda and welcome to my new channel, Comic Quake, which is actually my second YouTube channel. I have another one called Rita Skeeter, which is about my book loves, and I put some Marvel videos on there, but they kind of felt they were the odd man out surrounded with all these other videos about books, so I decided to move all my Marvel videos onto a separate channel, which will be exclusively for Marvel and some DC stuff, mainly Flash and Arrow TV shows, if I start watching them again. And some of you might actually be checking out this video from my channel, Rita Skeeter, in which case I thank you very, very much so. So, on to what this video is actually about. If you've seen Age of Ultron, you may or may not know that the next Marvel movie that's coming out is Captain America Civil War, which comes out May 6, 2016. I have to admit, Captain America is my favorite superhero, so I'm a little biased, but when Civil War was first announced, I was really, really intrigued by the premise because they said that the whole thing was basically going to be kind of a strife, what's the word? Strife? A split between Iron Man and Captain America, kind of each on their own opposite sides and fighting against each other. So that sounds really, really intriguing to me, but since I haven't read the Civil War comic books, I didn't know what the Civil War exactly was about and what caused it. But thankfully I had my good old Google Wikipedia, so after getting home from Age of Ultron, I decided to Google what exactly happens in Civil War, and now I feel like I have a better understanding of it that I can share with all of you who may be confused like I was. Now, if you don't want to know exactly what happens in Civil War, because there probably are going to be some spoilers for the movie, you can just skip to the end of this video and act like you never watched any of this until after Civil War comes out, because there are spoilers and I don't want to ruin it for any people who just want to go in completely clean slate, not knowing anything that's happening, which I'm totally not like that, but I understand if you are, so bye for now, non-spoilers. So, Civil War. As we all know, Civil War is about Captain America versus Iron Man. Tony Stark versus Steve Rogers. And the main thing for me was, why exactly are they in a fight? Age of Ultron kind of set up the differences between Tony and Steve's thinking, but at the end they really seem like they were good friends and on the same side. So it's going to be kind of weird, and I think it's going to be well written to see just how quickly this friendship is going to turn into something that they're on opposite sides of each other. So I can't tell you how that happens, but what I can tell you is what Civil War is about exactly. So from what I gathered, and again, this isn't complete because you're looking at someone who Wikipedia'd it instead of reading the actual comic books, what happens is after Age of Ultron in the movie universe, there's going to be a superhero registration act that's going through Congress, the Senate, some kind of government official thing. And basically it's saying if superheroes should have to register who they are, their identities, so the world can know who they are, or if they get the right to keep their identities a secret and live their lives away from the spotlight, away from being superheroes without anyone knowing. So what that means is it basically comes down to one simple question. Who kind of gets protection more? Are we going to allow the superheroes to protect their identities, or are we going to try and protect the people that they're trying to save by allowing people to know who these superheroes are exactly? There's a ton of build up to this with people switching sides and blah blah blah, but it all ends up being Iron Man and other superheroes on one side supporting the bill that everyone should be registered, and then Captain America and his superhero allies on the other side saying that no, superheroes deserve the right to have their privacy. Now in the comic books, there were a lot, obviously, more characters that you could draw in because people know these characters. Well, in the movie, we only have a certain amount of characters. We do know that Black Widow, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, Falcon, and Black Panther are all supposed to be in this movie, and possibly Spider-Man. I haven't read a confirmation of it yet, but I know they're trying to work him in if they can. Now, we know already Captain America, Iron Man on one side. What we don't know exactly is where everyone is going to fall. I've been trying to kind of guess this out in my head, and so far the only confirmation kind of that I've gotten online is that people are saying Black Panther isn't really going to pick a side. He's going to kind of be neutral like Spider-Man was in the comic books. But I don't know if they'll change that now that Spider-Man might be in Civil War and give Black Panther more a side in the situation. The only thing, though, in the comic books, they're saying that the people who side with Tony Stark, people whose identities are already very well known, like Captain Marvel, she's not going to be in the movie, but Captain Marvel, everyone knows who Captain Marvel is. And Iron Man, even in the movie universe, in the first one, he ended up saying, I am Iron Man as Tony Stark, so everyone kind of knows who he is. Everyone does know who Steve Rogers is, but it's a little different for all the rest of the characters. My initial reaction was to say that Black Widow would side with Captain America just because of everything they went through in Winter Soldier. She seems really close to him. They seem to really be on the same page, that I thought she would side with him. And then because she sided with him, I assumed Hawkeye would side with them because they're friends and they kind of seem to go on the same wavelength as well. But now that they're bringing Scarlet Witch in, I feel like you don't want to put all the characters on Captain America's side. There has to be some characters that we root for and that we like that are going to be on Iron Man's side. Hawkeye I feel like has to be on Captain America's side now that we know about his family and everything. Because if he had to register as a superhero, that wouldn't be a secret anymore. Everyone would know about his life that he's trying to protect and trying to keep a secret and keep the people he loves safe. So I feel like he has to be on Captain America's side. And Scarlet Witch is very interesting, I feel like, because her loyalty was always to her brother, so I don't know what her situation this is going to be like, if she feels like the world has a right to know who the superheroes are, or if they should just kind of operate on the down low, their secret identities protected. I feel and I hope that she's going to lean more towards Captain America just because of her feelings toward Tony Stark in Age of Ultron, how she kind of said that Tony can't tell the difference between destroying the world and saving it, and how Captain America was the one to believe her with that, so I feel like she's going to go on his side. But then, I don't know, it's just so confusing because it's just going to be like all these superheroes and then Tony Stark on one side. Like, there has to be more people that are going to side with Tony Stark, or else we'll just be like, oh, Tony Stark's in the wrong. And obviously, like, this whole movie is supposed to be causing a split between the fandom itself because it's a personal choice if you feel like superheroes should be able to keep their identities, or if you feel like we should know who's protecting us and who they are and everything. So I feel like there has to be someone else that's going to be on Tony's side, but right now, out of Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Scarlet Witch, I feel like all of them, from what we've seen so far, have a better allegiance toward Captain America's side and wanting to keep their identity as a secret, and Black Panther is supposed to be the neutral one, so he's not going to be on Tony's side, so it's just a big mess. I feel like Thor would be on Tony's side, but Thor hasn't been confirmed for Civil War yet, so I don't know what's going on with that. I really like that Civil War is kind of playing out right now on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I think it's helping me understand where it's coming from and kind of choosing a side already. I don't know if you chose a side, but I mean, like I said, Captain America's my favorite, so it's kind of easy to tell what side I'm on. So that, in essence, is what Civil War is going to be, and obviously because the superheroes are fighting amongst each other, that really gives rise for the villains who are like, hey guys, they're too busy fighting over there, let's go rob this bank while they're not looking. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out, and this is definitely going to be an opportunity for Thanos to make his power move and get some of the Infinity Stones when there's such a big rift between the Avengers and the superheroes, and they're not really protecting the people that they should because they're too busy fighting like a bunch of whiny teenagers over whose car is the coolest. So I'm definitely very excited to see Civil War. It's filming right now. We have about a year till it comes out, which means we'll have like maybe 6 months till the trailer. I really can't wait for the trailer. So please feel free to leave all your thoughts and questions and comments about Civil War down below if you are as excited for it as I am. Like I said, I'm pretty new to the comic book world. This channel is just going to be me trying to like describe things in terms of maybe someone who doesn't know the comic book world as well, and I can help some of you out if you don't know it as well, or if you do, please feel free to leave some additions down below so people know what is actually happening. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Please subscribe down below and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and want to see more. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!